the world's a stage, and all the men and women are merely players. So begins As You Like It, Act 2, Scene 7, by the great bard William Shakespeare. Shakespeare is considered to be one of the greatest playwrights to have ever lived, and he, like so many other thespians, both past and present, perform in a world of superstition and ghosts. Some of our earliest references of acting comes from the ancient Greeks, where according to Aristotle, the first person to perform as an actor was Thespis, and from his name we get the term thespian, which is used to this day to describe actors. Now the superstition that surrounds Thespis and his ghost is it's thought that he is to be the cause of all mischievous behavior that happens on stage, and this is thought to be especially true if the occurrences take place on the 23rd of November, which is the date he first made his appearance on stage as an actor all those centuries ago. Now there are many theaters throughout the world that are reputed to be haunted, and a common belief is that theaters must keep closed at least one night a week, usually a Monday, so that the ghost of the theater will be appeased. Most theaters keep a single light lit on stage, commonly known as a ghost light. Some say that it's there to keep the mischievous spirits in check, and others say it's there to light the way for ghosts that inhabit the theater so they won't feel abandoned. But a more practical explanation is that it's used to illuminate the stage so no one will injure themselves by walking into sets or props, or worse, by accidentally walking off the stage itself. As you will see, thespians observe a whole host of superstitions that are believed to be the cause of bad luck if not observed. For example, it is considered bad luck to finish a play without an audience, and most plays will skip the last line of a play during rehearsals or invite a few friends and family members to see the dress rehearsals to ward off the bad luck. Whistling is taboo in theaters, and doing so is not only considered extremely unlucky, doing so in the past could have resulted in someone not only losing their job, but also could have resulted in their death. For you see, in the days before things like electronic in-house communication devices, stagehands used a series of coded whistles to communicate to each other. And if someone was haphazardly whistling, this could have been mistaken for a sound cue to lower or raise a curtain, or remove a set or a prop at the wrong time, thus causing confusion on stage. Bowing was another activity that was something only to be done for an actual audience, as it was thought to be bad luck to take bows during rehearsals. And these aren't the only superstitions that exist in the theater. In some cases, even props and costuming carry their own set of unique rules and beliefs. For example, it's thought to be unlucky to have candles in sets of 3 on stage, the superstition being that the person next to the shortest candle would be the next to marry, or possibly the next to die. Other props carry their own superstitions. For example, only costume jewelry and fake money are to be used on stage. Also, Bibles should never be brought on stage. If a play needs a Bible, a prop book made to look like a Bible should be used instead. Costumes carry their own unique set of superstitions with them, as it was considered bad luck to wear the color blue on stage, unless it was countered with the color silver. Also, you would never ever wear peacock feathers on stage. This was considered very bad luck. There are stories describing all manners of disastrous events and occurrences that took place on stage while actors wore peacock feathers, and some even say that the feathers themselves contain the image of an evil eye. Another age-old superstition that thespians observe is you never wish someone good luck. By doing so, you're actually causing them to have bad luck. The proper phrase used is break a leg, and there are many thoughts and theories as to the origin of its meaning that range from a belief that the ancient Greeks used to applaud by banging their feet on the floor so strongly that they would indeed break their legs, and some other theories to the origins point to actors bowing with their legs bent, thus breaking the line of their leg. But perhaps the most famous theater superstition known involves Shakespeare's play Macbeth, or it is more commonly known as the theater, the Scottish play. The very mention of the name Macbeth in theaters carries with it all manner of bad luck. There are many beliefs as to why the name is not uttered in the theater. Some say Shakespeare himself placed a curse on the play, so that only he would be able to stage the play successfully. Others say the words in the original props used in the play were taken from an actual coven of witches, and in an act of revenge, they cursed the play. Other theories say that because the play contains the most sword-fighting scenes of any of Shakespeare's plays, the chances of injury is far greater, and from these mishaps the play has earned its reputation. Now, if an actor mistakenly utters the name Macbeth, the person should then immediately leave the theater, go outside, spit, curse, spin around 3 times, and beg to be allowed back into the theater. A strange ritual indeed, but as you can see, the theater is filled with strange and unusual customs and superstitions. But before we go, I'd like to leave you with another strange custom known as the grave gift. There is a tradition in the theater of giving flowers to performers, especially on opening night. And this is a common practice that is observed by fans and supporters of thespians even to this day. But in the past, graveyards were places that were abundant with flowers, and often flowers would be plucked from graves and given as gifts to thespians. Now, there's a belief that flowers that are associated with death should never be given to an actor until the very end of the performance. This symbolized the end or the death of the performance, and to do so prior was considered to be extremely unlucky. So, my friends, as we take our bows and the curtains close, we say stay spooky and remember to let them know why they fear the dark.